Well, good day there, boys and girls. She's a beautiful evening here up at the Offgrid homestead today. It's been a long day. We really had to race the sun here to get home here in the sunlight. She's been a hell of a long day, but getting back up to camp here late today, and we got some really exciting stuff here to work on at camp. I got some mail there the other day, and I'm finally getting around to it here. So this is awesome, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, friends, so we're just in cabin here now, and today is the day we're finally gonna get this fridge going. It's been sitting here for a week or two, say the least, so I got stuff for it here. We'll see if we can't get it going here tonight. I am quite excited about this here. Oh, I finally got an inverter in the mail. I kind of put it on the back burner there for a second, and then took a while to get here. So let's get her opened up here. I am excited about this. Oh my. So here we are. So this is a 900 watt continuous inverter. And it's 1800 peak watts there. So oh, it's also got a digital display on here. I wonder if it'll tell me my power draw. That will be quite exciting. I'm curious on that. So what do we got here as well? Instructions. And you got to be careful about these, because in the listings they quite often try and fool you and tell you that the peak rating is the continuous, or kind of mislead in a sense there. So we got mounting brackets here as well. I'll just chuck them over there for the time being, and I'll just slice these open. So I went with this Energizer inverter because it was a good price. The size, none of that really mattered other than the price. It had to be a certain size. This one's quite a bit bigger, but I think I'm happy that it's bigger now. It's plenty large enough for the fridge, that's for sure. But the big thing was I didn't want to spend big money on an inverter. So I was looking at the Chinese ones. Well, this one's just a little bit more than the Chinese ones, and it's from Energizer. So you got some a reputable brand and it's got a couple of years of warranty in there or something, and yeah, it must have been on sale or something there, because it seemed too cheap to be true actually. So we will just connect our leads here. Well, what I had originally planned to do with this to make things look clean and such was just to screw it into the wall right here and tap into the wire that I have feeding this little charging port, because it's I oversized my wires massively, and this is 10 gauge wire feeding this, which is enough to power the stove, but or the fridge, but it's not quite enough to fully utilize all the power that this inverter can handle. So I wasn't too sure on that there, hey? So we'll just get these hooked up. And what I'm going to do here to begin with, because I need to develop a bit of a feel for, you know, the kind of power we're going to be using and stuff. And so what I'm going to do is just connect these leads to my battery for the time being, and run an extension cord there from upstairs, and just get a feel for how much power I'm using and if my solar system is adequate. So that's kind of just the idea here. You can see my inverter there. And then what I also got, better read the instructions, make sure I got everything proper there. What I also got here is a couple of timers. And I got two because two was the same price as one. So they really got me there. And I do not have a clue how to run this. What I wanted to do here, essentially, is because I also know that this fridge has a tendency of running pretty damn cold. So what I wanted to do is I'll just let it chooch all night or all day when the sun's shining, because whether I'm here or working, it doesn't matter. I'm outside all day and I'm using no power. So I've just got all this power is kind of going to waste, but it'll definitely power my fridge all day and keep the battery charged up as well. And then I was gonna figure out how to run this timer, which I don't have a clue, and get it to run maybe every half hour, run half hour off half hour, and that'll be plenty enough to keep my groceries cool for. Like, when I buy groceries, I'm going to eat them, you know? And so I think that's what I'll do with that and try and save on power. But I got a lot of testing to do here with the power usage before I get a true feel. But definitely the biggest limitation is the battery storage size. And that's what sucks, because they're expensive, the batteries. And like, to add another 200 watts of power there and upgrade to a 40 amp charge controller cost me like $300. So I don't mind doing that. I don't want to spend money on these batteries though. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is connect our inverter here. And we'll just set them on the battery here for now. Oh, hello. So, now I got to figure out how to turn the damn thing on. Okay, so I have an extension cord connected there on the bottom. This thing is kind of broken, isn't it? So my fridge is running, which is just awesome. Tell you what, I have a dilemma, for sure I do. Because if I just wire this inverter in here somehow, well then I can't really utilize its full potential. But if I have it hooked up like it is now and run an extension cord here somehow, which I know will be, no one will like this. I could probably tuck it in. It definitely wouldn't be this big ugly yellow one, but if you could tuck a cord in behind there and run along the wall, then you could use all the power. And the big reason is because the coffee maker uses 650 watts of power. Now, this is something that uses a lot of power for a short amount of time, so it's not like it's going to be depleting my battery bank, but by God do I want that. Now I can't run that if I'm running it off 10 gauge wire. It's fused to 30 amps, fused to wire size. And but if I ran that cord here, damn it, I could run the fridge as well as run a coffee maker, which is huge. And Jesus, like, how much power does my grid heater use? Or block heater, sorry. 750 watts, I think. Feed an extension cord through the window, plug in the truck for an hour in the morning. I'm getting too far ahead of myself here now. But that coffee maker is huge, because the kettle uses like 2,000 watts or something. It uses quite a bit more power. I've been drinking this instant coffee here, which I can't drink much longer because I'm getting sick of it, tell you the truth. Because every morning I start a fire to make coffee. And in the winter time, there's an awesome wood stove, but it takes forever to get that kettle boiling. When you first wake up, you got to start a fire until the kettle gets going. It's quite a chore. So if it's a sacrifice for a bush coffee machine over having to have an exposed extension cord, well, I'm going to take that road every time, I'm afraid, partner. Much more concerned about bush coffee than I appeal, I'll tell you that for free. I pulled it away from the wall here a bit. I don't want it right against the wall. Give it some breathing room. It'll be really beneficial in the power usage and such. But now I'm going to figure out how to use this damn thing, because I don't have a clue how to use this damn thing. And we'll get that set up, and then we'll piss around here for a bit. You can see, like, I can monitor my voltage here all over the cabin. But what I'll do here, guys, I'll figure out this damn timer. I'm going to do some serious testing here. We're in middle August here, so days are already starting to get a fair bit shorter. And it really only has to go till November, the fridge, pretty well from, what, April to November is the months I would need the fridge, and then I just freeze everything outside. So see how things go, let it run overnight and such, and kind of get an idea for what we need here to really make this deadly. And Then I'll kind of jump back on here and tell you guys I need to go to bed because I'm dead tired. So I'll play around with this here for a few days, and when I get some more time to finish up the video and bring some groceries up and stuff, then I'll let you know how she goes. Well, she's another beauty of a day here today at camp. Got quite a bit of rain there last night and today. You can see we're just underwater here now. So yeah, just getting back up to camp here. We got quite a bit of time today, don't we, Pooch? So we're gonna get right at her, show you how she's going with the fridge. So she's pretty darn muddy around here today, which kind of sucks, but oh, I got the light on outside. Don't know why. I see I'm working on all kinds of stuff, but lo and behold, as expected, the fridge has been working just mint for, oh shoot, maybe a week now. It's just been right on. So we're gonna finish up our installation here because this extension cord, it's just not cutting it, and we'll get right out of here. So this is without a doubt the ugliest spot in my cabin because I got this wiring. It's not the most eye-appealing thing in the world, but it looks good, or it works good, and that's what matters, right? So I'd like to one day figure out how I'm gonna hide this shit, but that's not today. So I have my inverter. You see I just installed my mounting brackets, and I do want to put it up in the air there somehow, and I think I'm going to put it right about there and then connect my cord. So this is not truly the correct battery that you should be using, and to be honest with you, I didn't quite realize that when I bought it, but because it has the vents on it. It should be an AGM or something. It was quite a bit cheaper, but I'm just gonna bolt the fuck out of this thing. Hopefully we don't hit any wires there too, boys. That would not be right on. But yeah, so I would like to maybe put, if I do increase my battery power, which I probably won't, I'll probably go 2 AGM batteries, and then I'll have use for this one. So yeah, that was a mistake I made, but like realistically, the chance of this being a problem with one battery is so damn slim. Also because the windows are always open in cabin, no matter the winter or whatever. Always have windows open, good ventilation. It's about as good as that's gonna look, tell you what. So these are the leads that came with it, and they're long, and we just got all kinds of stuff going on here. And okay, we better not fuck up polarity or we'll make a real mess here. She's gonna spark for the boys, you bet. And I didn't realize it at the time, but this here sweet rig, it has also got a wattage gauge on it. You just have to press this button to get her going. And then I had my timer set up, and that was awesome too. I set it so that it runs every second hour because I was too lazy to go every half hour, and it works awesome, boys. Can't tell you how happy I am with this. And this next part, I guarantee you someone's not gonna like it. It's just the way she goes, boys. It's the fucking way she goes. That is a 13 amp 3 plug, and I'll show you why in a second. And oh, I'll hook this fridge up. Show you the power draw there, boys. So if you look closely here, I'll take out of this damn thing. So if we look here, boys, the fridge is running 106 watts. So I had guessed 108, and I was pretty damn close. It actually seems to stay around 100. So that's working real good. My fridge, it's running mint. Now, based on my calculations, I knew it would run mint. You can see this is a perfect spot for it. It's out of the way because I need all this space. I don't want it the other way. I don't want the door swinging this way because then it's good. I love it. Really happy with it. We're going to fancy up our extension cord here. But I got a few groceries there today, boys. I'm excited about that. It's on my birthday too. So, got some chocolate milk. Boy, was I missing her, boys. I've been drinking this shit because I've been spending too much money on drinks, popping. It's pop, Coke, and all that stuff. So I've been drinking this. I don't know how much longer I can drink it. I have the same predicament with the instant coffee there too. But check that out, boys. For dinner, bacon, great value. Yeah, we got good storage room in there. We got a new margin because I can't go without her. Oh yeah, that's working good, boys. Got a little dirty under my ladder. I'm lazy about taking my shoes off. Fridge has been running for a week. Not a problem at all. I never woke up and my battery's less than half. My battery. So on the back of the fridge it gives you two amp draw ratings. So this one gives you 0.9 as your continuous amp draw. So times 120 is 108, which is what we got upstairs. So that was accurate. I was very happy about that. And then your peak amp draw when the compressor first starts on, your surge power or what have you is 2.6 amps. So that's at 120, so it's like 312 watts, and that's an 1800 peak watt inverter, so we do not have a problem there. So I took I'll show you how I knew this would work. So running it on a timer, we're going to run it 1 hour on, 1 hour off. Now what I wasn't sure about is how long it would be running, because general rule of thumb from what I read is about 35% of your continuous. So you're using 108 watts when it's running, but it's not running all the time. It cycles on and off to cool the fridge. So they say 35% of that, 35% of the time the compressor is running. But because I was letting the fridge kind of slightly cool down for an hour, I was skeptical it would be running more. But I am now using 40%. I used 50% in my initial calculations to determine, to give myself some room for error. But based purely on observation, I would say it runs about 40% of the time when the timer has it on. So if we take our, like my phone, we take our 108 watts times 0.4 gives us about 43.2. Now you could use 0.5, it's not going to make a damn difference. You're still going to get the same places. So if your fridge is running continuously, 0.35 I'd say would work good. So it gives us 43.2 watts, 40% of 108. So if we have a 10-hour night, which is about what I estimated it to be now, and we're running every second hour is 5 hours of runtime. So the fridge is using 43.2 watt hour when running. So if we times 43.2 times 5, it gives us 216. But we need amp hours to figure out how much battery storage we need. So if we divide that 216, oh fuck. If we divide 216 divided by 12.5, which is our voltage, it gives us 17.3 amp hours. And that's an 80 amp hour battery, so it's not even close. And everything else I'm doing here is very minimal. Like I got all the lights on here now when I'm filming, but usually I come back in the dark, I turn one light on, I read, I do whatever, and I charge up my shit, and I use very little power otherwise. So it's been working very good. So this is a very small amount of power, and it has been working great. Now, even without the timer, you do alright. Solar power is very good here in Saskatchewan. But they rarely give you your watt hour ratings. Usually they give you an Energy Star rating based on the yearly power usage, which is quite accurate. Now, this also varies on the temperature inside. Like, it's cooler inside here. It's not going to be running as often. If I build the fire stupid here in the winter, it might be different. Now, the Energy Star rating usually gives you a kilowatt hour for the year. So say it's 365, which we're using this because it's convenient and pretty close to what this one is. So if you have 365 kilowatt hours, is 365,000 watt hours. So if we divide that by 365, we're going to get 1,000 watt hours per day. So 1 kilowatt per day. So if we take 1,000 and divide it by 24 hours in the day, it's going to give us 41.6 watt hours of power. So watt hour of power. My terminology is just horse shit. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot. But, and I'll tell you that, because I don't give a fuck. But, so it's 41, Jesus Christ, it's 41.6 watt hours, so that's very close to what we're using. Now, that's just how you can figure that pretty quick. So this fridge just been working mint, man. And, it's storing my food good, it's working great, and, I don't... Yep, well, I know for certain someone somewhere will not like what I'm doing, and I'm still gonna do it, boys. It's right on, tell you what. We are going to clean this up a little bit, though, because it does look like shit. So I just gotta figure out how I want to do this here. I kind of want to tuck it in behind the ladder here. I don't want too much pressure on that, but I want it somewhat tidy, because, you know, but, yeah, so I'm just gonna secure it a bit here. Oh, I fucked that up. I just put some, yeah, so if you look at the fridge right now, 88 watts. But we're just gonna secure this a bit. Okay, don't tell anybody. Oh, fuck, I lost her again. Don't tell anybody I'm taking a hole saw to my shelf or anything here, but it's gonna work better. This fucking battery. Right on, boys. I just took the whole saw to the shelf there. Oh, I put that in backwards. Just so I can, you see I got it tucked on the inside of the ladder here as well. Oh yeah, that's not too pretty bad. Well, shit, I could have bought a slightly longer cord, tell you what. That's about all I'm gonna get out of her, isn't it? Well, you'd hope it works. The yellow one's about 30 foot too long. Oh yeah, you bet. That's pretty damn good there too. Fridge will go. Mint. So we got our timer, and it's got a battery in it, which is nice. And it's set for on every second hour there once the sun goes down. So it works great. Now if I put this like this and this here, okay boys, we're ripping now. It's kind of a clusterfuck. There's no two ways about it. But it's gonna work mint. So this is a 3-plug. Plenty enough size. I want to see if this will work. Oh, I got her bass backwards, boys. It's not good. Oh shit, eh? This isn't gonna work too good. Because, so you can plug the fridge in here like this, but you can't. Can you switch this prick around or something? Because that is not going to work good. See, I can't get the second timer in here unless I leave it slack and plug it on the other side, eh? That's kind of looks shitty. There's no two ways. But we won't worry about that quite yet, because it's not a problem yet. But what we will do is just tidy this up here for the show. Oh man, they are not going to like this. Oh, it's tragic. Tell you what. So if I put that, you want this good and tight. I'll hold that there nice. Now we can just kind of leave it silly like that in the corner and then be able to put both timers in. See, now my fridge is on the timer. Hey, that's not too bad. What do you figure? See, you can't see most of this shit because my ladder's in the way, eh? Oh yeah, that's pretty right on. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't even care. That would be such a huge asset to have that block heater ready to go in the morning, because what I've been doing here in the winter is just letting her chooch cold, starting her to -15. Anything worse, I fire up the generator. When it's -45 below or -50 below, I have to go outside, bring in the generator so it'll start. This is damn cold, right? Let her sit by the wood stove, highly Highly flammable. She's good to go. Let her outside, let her chooch, let the block heater run 2 hours. Well, this is not productive. Not in the slightest. But that uses enough power that I would have to upgrade my solar system for sure. I am in a real predicament here because I wanted to get ripping here on the skin shack build in September and just get her done September, ready to trap October. But Christ almighty, a wrench in the plans, boys. I took a gander at lumber prices there the other day because I heard they had went up. Holy shit, through the roof. Like, you can't build. Like, sheet of plywood $11 before, $26 now. Like, Jesus, like, I can't build something. I thought, like, that's just ridiculous. Because if I build it now and then in the spring the prices are back what they are, I have a building that's worth 2.5 times what it should be. Well, that's not good. The thing is, we got a fur auction coming up here at the end of August that'll tell me a lot. Now, I'm dead nervous about it. The circumstances, they're not great all around for the sale. And it's going to tell me a lot and help me decide my plans. I hope they're good, but, you know, I have to do things that make sense. As much as I want to build that skinning shack, to build it for that much more money, well, Christ, that's just too much money. So, I plan to have put a bigger solar system into the skinning shack, because this would be something I'd probably use longer than this cabin, and would have it so that I could run tools and stuff and plug the block heater of the truck in over there. So if that's the case, this solar system will stay. The only reason I would upgrade this solar system to a bigger size, because it's working so goddamn good here with this deal. The only reason I would do it is if I needed to run the block heater because I couldn't build the skinning shack, which is a bad day. But it might be the way she goes, boys. I hope not, believe me. Okay, so now that I got this ladder figured out and the fridge right where I want it and all that set, I'm gonna nail the piss out of this thing, so it never goes anywhere. And my hammer's over there and I don't want to go out in the rain, so I'm just sending it here. Works good. A deadly little hatchet, eh? Oh yeah, boys, she's mint now. Does it want her left there? I'll just nail it on the other side here quick. Because I had to shimmy it out, so my angle's a little wrong and she was wobbling a tad. I'll send one right through the floor here for good measure. Beat up the floor pretty good there, but oh yeah, boys, that's what I'm talking about there. That's a beauty of a ladder. I'm sure happy with that. Right on. Yeah, I didn't put too much for groceries in my fridge there because I had a big dinner. I'm not doing much today there because we got rained out there from harvesting, making silage. Can't get my big truck to the pit with this much rain, so just hanging out here. I didn't bring up too much for groceries because I'm working right now, except for being rained out here. So when I'm working at the farm, I eat with grams, and when I eat with grams, I eat well. So there's no need. But I got the essentials in there, and we're gonna have a mint dinner tonight. Oh man, it's gonna be lots of fun getting a fire going there today. Oh, that's great. Christ. You see, I had raked up all these scraps around my yard and was burning them, but they're not gonna want to burn today too well, that's for sure. Yeah, it rained about an inch there or so. Oh, Murphy. Maybe even more, so it should just soaked around here. But my road is just like the spot we fixed there a video or two ago. It's just perfect, guys. Two-wheel drive and it's just flooded. Like the whole thing is underwater. Can't even see where my rocks are, but because I left those ruts, I can just stay in the ruts. float through there, 2-wheel drive, not a problem. Rougher than hell for sure, but it's no worries. Bear season for the fall opens up here in a couple days. That pesky old bear, I haven't seen him in a minute, but I will see him again, that's for sure. So I'm ready for him here in a couple days. I need a new lighter too, by the looks of her. Okay, that'll go good. I have a lot to do here. You're not feeling too active today, are you, bud? Pretty tired out or what? So I'll show you a better look at my cord here. See, you can hardly see her, eh? Just jokes. So I just tucked her in behind there. And oh, I also did a bit of cleaning up here. It had been a hell of a while. It was filthy up here, tell you what. So got some stuff. Starting to get quite a clutter going here around my desk, but she's not too pretty bad. See this here, boys. You wouldn't believe it. Safety gear at Traplines, Inlines, Bushcamp. Can you believe it, hey? What the hell is this, eh? Let's see here. Dad was worried there, me running the saw like a jackass. So he sent me this here. So it's a pretty sweet rig, actually. I like this. I like how those just clamp in there and then you can pull them off. And shit, I better wear it. Probably save me about 200 YouTube comments too, friend. Yeah, that's how that goes. So that's a pretty sweet rig. Yeah, I'll wear that. Gotta take my saw back, get a new one on warranty there. So I need to cut some more wood, but I haven't got a chance to do it. So yeah, I'll wear that. I don't like wearing hearing protection. Even running the saw, I hate it. You live in the bush, you have to always be listening. Bears, wolves, everything. Like, you always gotta be listening, looking, and even while you're running the saw, it's good to be able to hear. So I don't know. I kind of like to be able to hear around. Even with that saw, believe me, you can hear. So here's our cord over here. She looks pretty good. Well, I thought it would be worse, actually. Someone somewhere is not gonna like that. Tell you what, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. And yeah, that's not too pretty bad at all. I like how I cut that shelf through and then jammed her through there. That worked pretty good. Oh, she's not burned too good. I'm glad it's burning some though. She's just soaked over here, boys. See, I usually tuck some in there and then it's pretty good, but she was quite a storm there and soaked that stuff too, so it's not too pretty good. I made quite a mistake here that I didn't realize at the time. See, this is on the north side of my cabin. It's not good. Like, if you go up here and you see my pile there, and yeah, this stuff is much better. It's absolutely soaked here now, but yeah, something to note for next time. I'm sure that stuff will be good by winter. Like, I'm burning it pretty good there now. Grass is up there on the chickens. They're doing mint right on. It's just slippery down the slope there today. How are ya? Coming out to chat. These solar panels, like, I bought the cheapest ones I could find in typical Traplines and Inlines fashion. Eco-worthy, they're 100-watt solar panels and they work just awesome. Been going just perfect, so I'll probably buy more of them in the future. So okay, boys and girls, well, it's time for dinner, and tell you what, I'm excited about that. Yeah, that fridge is working great. This hasn't been in there too long. So bacon and eggs, boys. I've been waiting for this meal for a proper minute. Oh, my garbage can's kind of spilling over here. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, so I have definitely been waiting for this for a hot minute, boys. So it's just right on. Oh, this is not what I want to do. I like to slice them right in half, and they cook a little easier, I figure. Yeah, boys. She's right on, boys and girls. Okay, so, man, is it ugly outside. Just muddy and kind of misty, and ugh. This clay ground up in the bush, it's just miserable. So we'll get our bacon situated here. I could have brought some cheese for my eggs too, kind of scramble it all in there. That would have been good. I'm not quite used to this here having refrigeration deal. It's pretty sweet, but yeah, don't get me wrong, but gotta get used to it there when I'm grocery shopping. I have been waiting for this. You know, like I have ate out of a can here and dry goods for like a year, and it wears on you. You think you're real tough, you know, and you think you can do it, but end of the day, kind of wears on you, you know. Like this is gonna be a proper meal. Chocolate milk, so much better for me than that other shit. And man, do I love it. I used to drink, you know, a gallon or two every day for a long time. Back when I was younger, but I probably won't do that now because it's pretty expensive. Just going for 7 eggs there today because I got the whole package of bacon. Oh, the fresh margin smell, boys. Let me tell ya, it is the best. So you want to be generous? Yeah, that'll do it. These guys, they don't like this either. Okay. You can't go, this is lemon pepper. The two spices I have, lemon pepper, black pepper, it's the way she goes. This stuff, heavy. Awesome. Okay, we'll set this on the fire. She's getting pretty dark out, so it won't be able to film good, but do not know why I'm always finding my, oh fuck, these are my inside shoes. I don't know why I'm always fucking out here in the dark, fucking cooking around here, making some bacon. Like, god damn it, I can't see a damn thing. How do we lose track of time so bad all the time, Cougar? But oh man, way she goes. Well, we got dinner made before a bear made us dinner. Tell you what, I have a sow with 2 little cubs from this year. It's been hanging around here, so I actually probably shouldn't be fucking around like that. And all kinds of wolves and whatever else. So, Christ, I've been out there an hour. Like, what have we been doing, buddy? So we are making a feast here. But, oh fuck, this is so hot. Son of a bitch. Well, oh, I totally am burning the table now, boys. Christ. Okay. This thing is so hot. This is perfectly cooked bacon. And I'm glad, because I couldn't see it worth of shit out there. Perfect. Oh, fuck. One for the doggy. There you go, bud. There is no dog I'd rather have outside in the dark fending off bears with a spatula than my good boy Cougar. His name is Cougar. Some people were wondering because I just call him Pooch or Cougs, or some people thought I was calling him Cooper, which is understandable. But the story behind that, it's kind of an unusual name for a dog, isn't it? You know, to name him after a feline species. Murphy, I wouldn't want to run into one of them guys. Holy. They're in the area too. The odd trapper will catch one out and about. You know, they've been caught not terrible far from here and stuff, which is not good. I would not want to run into one of them. You know, like bears and wolves, I've been around them long enough and dealt with enough of them. You know, they don't really worry me. So I just kind of fuck around, tell you the truth. But those big cats, ugh. I don't even want to think about it. So, my dog, his name is Cougar. So, Cougar, he is over 10 years old now. So, he's been with me the better part of my life. I named him when I was 8 years old. And I wanted to name him Max. But we already had a dog named Max. Not our dog, but family dog. So, we had got him at a petting zoo. It was at a fair there, so there was all the campers around, and one of the campers said Cougar on it, so it says, okay, that's my dog's name. And here we are, bud. Quite a while later on. Man, this is going to be so good. I've been waiting for this so damn long. Man, is this nice having my fridge going. Unreal. But, no, so my sister was in that petting zoo every day. And you can like buy the dogs there that are at the petting zoo or whatever. They're just little puppies. And she was in there every day. Had this one she's just so attached to and had it picked out. So she had mom convinced anyway. And they picked it out. I went with them. And we were just about to go home with his dog. Then we seen this little pup who was a brother to the other dog. And he was in the food dish, because it's just a food dish, and the little puppy just sleeping right in there. His eyes are closed and he's eating while he's sleeping. Just chowing down there. So that was Cougar. So then we got him too. And it was just one of those decisions you look back and you say, thank goodness we did that. So his brother is Johnny Boy, and I've had him out here before on the show, but you know, Cougar's kind of always been my dog, and yeah, so Johnny stays back. I can't bring them both out here, unfortunately, but Cougar's a little better at this than Johnny. He's also a deadly dog, but he hangs out with mom there, and he's a spoiled brat. Well, so I'm not too busy here tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do have this book. I just got it. It's Carpentry and Framing, a complete handbook. So it's kind of a neat little book. I haven't really dug into it a bit, or that much, but it looks pretty good here by the looks of it. I haven't been reading too much lately. You know, I like to have a better, you know, get a chance to read here now. I haven't in a while. So, yeah, like, it's got nice illustrations here as well. Like, here's your framing and stuff, and it seems pretty good. I bought this because I thought I should do a little research here before I start the skinning shack build, because I'd like to build that pretty nice sized little shed there and store all my tools and have a place to work on truck stuff. It won't be big enough to pull my truck into it, just because I don't really want it that big. But yeah, enough to do all the skinning and all my truck stuff, store all my stuff, which is a lot, unfortunately. And that just sounded so stupid. I mean, like, I need quite a bit of room to store all the trapping supplies and stuff. I'm not trying to brag how much shit I had. That was stupid. But yeah, so I was gonna, because I've never really sat down and done much for research here on the whole framing and carpentry deal. I usually just rip, and this is not the way to do it. And like I said, I've never been too motivated about the whole building deal. Like, I'm never too excited about it. I enjoy the finished product, certainly, but the carpentry, you know, I don't get like obsessed with it to the point where I'm doing research for fun. So I gotta force myself here a bit, because I should know more than I do, and I should learn a bit more. And I've always been pretty upfront about that. But yeah, I would like to learn some more about that. But this is really driving me crazy here, with the lumber prices the way they are. This is really, you know, just too damn bad, because, like, you know, that's what I'm worried about. So if I build it now and then lumber prices, they shoot back down come spring, say, well, then I've spent a whole bunch of money I really didn't need to. Like, that is a substantial increase. Like, it's not like some slight tax you're paying, boys. Like, she's through the roof, smashed right through her. So that's the way she goes. But yeah, like, I like to know these things in advance to start planning, but I don't know what to tell you on that one. And I've kind of said, I kind of regret, I have to be careful about speaking about things I'm going to do, because it says I'm going to build the skinning shack. Well, something like this pops up and things change, you know, so I definitely have to be a little more careful about that. But I just thought I'd give you a heads up on that one, for the guys who like following along with what I'm doing. And yeah, I guess that's about it for tonight. I don't have a darn clue what I'm going to do tomorrow. It all depends how the weather's... If the weather's good, I got lots to do. If it's not good, well, sit here and read and talk to the camera, I guess, with the loyal dog. So, well, she's not too bad of a day today, guys. Still kind of real ugly around here. We got so much rain. It's been so dry for such a long time, and it's kind of nice not slipping and sliding around here because, yeah, it's just slippery, this ground. And, you know, yeah, there's a bit of a wind, but it's quite cool of a day, so I doubt that it's going to dry too much. Oh, I got another one. So, me and the dog there are gonna go build fence there today, probably. That'll probably be our best bet. It's good to do that while the ground is soft. It's easier to get posts in. We only have 40 or 50 posts to put in there. You know, I just put them in by hand there. So just one day left, and I've been at that for a while. So I have milk there too, boys. So this is gonna be a real asset to my coffee here. Tell you what. Oh, that's just splendid. Right on. Talk to you later. Well, just getting back to camp. Me and the pooch finally got our fencing project done there. It's about time too, man. Have I been at that for a while. Got rained on all day. We're absolutely just soaked. So it's about 9 o'clock there now nearly. So we get tidied up here and have dinner. Hopefully not in the dark. Today we're racing the sunlight again, and then head her to bed, do it all again tomorrow. What do you figure, my boy? Hey? Good man. We found ourselves in the dark again there. It's just in typical fashion here. So I didn't bring up too much for groceries there. I didn't know how long I need them. Like I said, I go whole silage. Well, I don't have to make anything here because I eat good with my grandmother. Very good. So yeah, so what we're doing here is we got some Kraft dinner, and I didn't think that would do it, so I got some ramen too. And we're gonna level this here real quick. My fridge, oh yeah boys, we can even put milk in it. Right on. This is a luxury in the KD, boys. I didn't have it for a minute there. My fridge is working good, but we had a bit of a dilemma there this morning. I was a little low on power. It took me all the way till last night to figure out that my timer wasn't working at all. It's just running all the time. So I have the settings all set there, but I don't think I had it just quite right there. So I think it's good there now. So we're gonna have to monitor it. But it should run 1 hour on, 1 hour off. Now we haven't seen the sun in like 2 days. So that's why it will be a bit lower on power, but like it was just being stupid there. I thought I had the timer all figured out, so I threw the instructions in the garbage, and that sucks. So I'm trying to figure that out. Otherwise it's really good though. I think I was a little bit lower than I wanted to be this morning, but I think if that timer was working properly, because it was working twice as much as I wanted it to, right? So see how that goes. Well guys, I figure that's about it and all for me tonight there. I really don't have much more to film there, and I gotta head out there first thing tomorrow. So figure I'll finish up this video, make the video, and show you guys how I got my fridge hooked up there now. I got my timer working great. Now I got it figured out, so that's good. There should really be no issues here, but I'll keep you posted on that in future videos and stuff. I think it'll all work good, but just ran it a little bit too low there in this overcast, miserable, rainy, kind of misty day. So the 2 days there, so we'll see how that all goes. Play around with it a bit. There'll be some figuring to do for sure, but I think it's going to work nicely. I'm happy about the inverter. I found a real good deal on that inverter, and I just run an extension cord and I didn't pay a damn thing for the fridge, so I'm all around very happy about that. Now I got some stuff in the mail, a faucet for my sink, everything else has showed up for that, and some stuff for my truck and stuff, so I'm really excited for the next 2 videos there, and then see what comes after that. But yeah, so we have to wait on the mail a bit there, and then hopefully get a chance to do it there pretty quick. So that's all great, guys. So thank you very much to everyone for watching. I appreciate you guys all following me along and bearing with me there. I haven't been getting out as many videos as I like to. So anyway, yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Over and out.